Hello there everyone, this is Bjorn from the FalconGaming community, and today I'm going to show you how to download, install and use the Arma3Sync. Today, as an example, of course, I'm going to use our external Falcon database as an example on how you can download mods from a repository and how you can install and use them. To give a full installation tutorial on the mods themselves, and especially Task Force Radio, which is included, you can check my other tutorials. I'll link them in the description below, along with all the other necessary information you need and download links. Anyway, let's start by heading over to the Armaholic download of Arma3Sync, which will also be included in the link below, of course. And if you scroll to the bottom of this, you can read it if you want, but it's not necessary at all. If you scroll to the bottom of this, closer to the Arma3Sync downloader, you will also see here and note that a requirement to run this program is Java Runtime Environment 7. It takes about 2 seconds to install. It's very easy. I'll also include a link for that, so just do that as fast as possible. Before or after you download Arma3Sync doesn't matter, but you need to do it before you can install it. So you're gonna click here to download it. I've already done this. I put it on my desktop, and to extract the Arma3Sync you need a zip software, which I'm using here is WinRAR. So you simply open the files with the software of your choosing, extract the Arma3Syncer to the desktop, and install it. Very simple process, gonna be fast, easy. And you install it however you want. I'm going to create a desktop item icon for some more availability. And as soon as you open it, it's going to ask you to update. Just do that. It'll take you 2 seconds. As you can see here, it's no biggie. You might as well keep it updated. And when I get on here, I will need to select my Arma3 executable location. And to do this, it's very simple. It'll take you to your Arma3 directory by default. If you've installed it on a custom location, you might have to show it where you've installed it, but I'm guessing you know how if you've done it that way. And what it's asking for is for you to choose this, the Arma3XE. Simply click that, open, OK. And there we go. These are all my mods that are currently installed on my game. If you have a fresh install of Arma3 or never modded before, then this will be empty. But not to worry, I'm going to show you how to connect to a repository and get all the mods you need to play on our Falcon servers. So you want to head over here to the last tab called the repositories. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit bigger so you can see it better. There we go. And this will be empty for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a new repository, which is basically our database, our Falcon database, where you can download all our mods. So you click here. What you need to worry about yourself about is first of all the name, which will simply be Falcon. All of this information also found below. File transfer protocol, this is important. You have to set it to HTTP. As for the host or URL, enter that, also found below in the description. Login, not to worry. You just click anonymous and you're fine. The port should be 80 as it is by default. So when we got this set, we click OK. It'll find the repository. It should be named Falcon since that's what you just named it. And to connect to it, you click this button at the bottom here. So there we go. We're on the Falcon repository now. And to actually check what add-ons are on here, it should be empty by default. But to check what add-ons we can offer, you go up here and you click this little check mark. And this will probably take you about 30 seconds to a minute to just go for the program to go through all the add-ons and find the available files. So you get to stick with my amazing talk for another 30 seconds while we check this. Well, for your sake, hopefully only 20 or 15. So there we go, almost there. There we go. So these are all the files that are available on our repository for download. And if you've got a fresh install of Arma3 and you need all the mods then you're going to be downloading all of this. If you only need individual mods, or some of your mods are out of date with our server, you can go here, find the updated version or the mods you are missing, and download them individually. But since in your case, I'm guessing you might need them all, so I'm going to select all of these. And this includes the TeamSpeak plugins for Task Force Radio and the user config for Task Force Radio, as well as all the keys for all the add-ons already made ready for you. If you're curious on how to install Task Force Radio, I'll link my other tutorial on how to do that in the description below as well. I won't be showing you the full process of installing Task Force Radio in this tutorial. Okay, so we got them all selected. The next step is to download. Simply click the Start/Resume button. This will start downloading for you. I've already done this to test it, so for me it says download finished. It's already checked that I have all the files. But if you're downloading this now, it took me roughly 35-40 minutes to download all 15 gigabyte of mods. It'll give you your download speed, remaining time, and all this. It's a lot faster than downloading it from anywhere else, I can promise you that. Alright, so we got them all downloaded. The next step is actually to go see if we can find them in our add-on folder. You redirect yourself back over to add-ons, and this should be your list right now. And to easily load these onto your game and make sure they're running, you go over here, you'll see the checkbox with mod sets. You click that, and you should get this popping up. Get add-on group from repository. Extremely simple. Click that, OK. Open this here, and you can see all the mods here. Just select this, all the mods are installed, running, easy. Make sure you do take the time to install Task Force Radio properly with the TeamSpeak plugins. Alright, so next step, to make this process even easier, jump over to the launcher options, which is, well, it gives you pretty much every single option you have in the default Arma3 launcher, but with a little bit more customization. So this lets you input your startup parameters extremely easy. So if I want my profile to load with President Bjorn, which is my in-game profile name, then I'll do that. I can set the max memory if I want it to run on 2 GB of RAM. My CPU count should be 8. Don't copy these settings unless you're sure they're the same. You don't need to do this at all. This is just me setting my custom settings. If you don't want to set these settings, then just skip this step entirely. But this is a useful little tip right here. If you want the startup to be a lot faster for Arma 3, tick off no splash screen and default world empty. This means you don't get all that startup mumbo jumbo with the Bohemia logo and the loading screens and all this stuff when you're going onto the main menu. But to get you onto our servers even faster, what we're going to do is we're going to use the Arma3Sync to directly connect to the server from desktop. So this should be over in the online section, now that we're done with the launcher options. And in the online section, we can add servers in-game. You can find the IP and everything to our server in the description below, but I'll input it here as well. So I want to name the server Falcon, so I know which one it is. Actually, I'm going to name it Falcon Exile C Role Play, because then I know exactly which server it is. And for the IP, input the game server IP. Port should be 2302. There's no password, however, there is a whitelist, so you won't be able to play in this unless you are whitelisted. And very important, join with mod set. You click here. You select Falcon from the drop-down menu if you've completed all the steps in the same way I did. Now the server is here. It's ready to be connected to. You have all the mods running. And you simply go to the bottom of the Arma3Sync here and you see Join Server. This server should pop up now. Game version Arma 3. Start game. I'm sorry if there's a little bit of screen flicker. I've not set my video settings correctly, but hopefully it won't do too much. Oh, sorry, I forgot that. I forgot to start Steam. Sorry about that. Yeah, make sure you have Steam running before you actually click the Start Game button. It's initializing my add-ons, loading my profile. See, I got my Arma3 logo up, but none of that Bohemia Mumbo Jumbo, not the main menu, nothing like that, directly onto the server. And when I'm on here, I simply press play. First time you do this, first time you press play and actually go through this process, you might have to download the mission files. It might take you a minute. But the rest of the time, it should only take a maximum of 30 seconds. Excuse me. If you're not whitelisted, you will be stopped here on this screen when it says downloading character. And if you want to be on the whitelist, you'll have to apply to join the Falcon community and be put on the whitelist by our administrators. So there we go. I'm in game, I'm happy, all my mods are installed. I should be able to go out and survive the zombie apocalypse now with the rest of the gang. So yeah, that pretty much concludes our tutorial on the Arma3Sync. And I hope that helps you all and makes your modding life a lot easier. So yeah, visit us over at www.FalconDayZRP.com. Check out our servers. Currently we're running an XLC roleplay server, and it's pretty damn interesting. But anyway, I won't take more of your time, so I'm gonna wish you a nice day and thank you for watching.